we go. Kelazhur playing Terran in the red. Now you can take the other intro.
Alrighty. Spawning in the top right, repping my favorite color, but not my favorite race. He is the Protoss, and he is Highdra.
Next time we'll have to ask them to play red and blue, by the way.
Sounds good.
But yeah, apologies everyone for the mess up with the tech. It's fixed now. We've got some probe scouting, nothing special going on. Special. I'm gonna make this joke all day, I think. We got stopped. The Reaper's coming out. Completely standard stuff so far from both sides, with a very, very safe Adept in main. There's also going to be a shield battery, so actually losing probes is extremely unlikely. No proxies so far, and actually it's a free racks. What's your opinion on that in this matchup?
It's always interesting for me to watch, never interesting for me to play. I get destroyed every time I open 3 racks against Protoss. That is to say, 3 racks before your factory, going with the bio-heavy build. I just can't make it work. However, there are lots of high-level players, such as Kelazhur, who make it look so easy and very effective. So I'm very, very interested to see exactly what he does with it. You can obviously hit a number of different timings. You can go for just a straight stim timing and dive on the natural of the Protoss. You can double upgrade, which we do have one tech lab right now, but you can double upgrade, go for your stim and combat shields, and try to hit a slightly slightly more powerful version of that as well. So yep, it is double tech lab. And if you're feeling kind of funky, you could even try to mix in Marauders with concussive shells too. So there are a few little tweaks you can make to it, but this build tends to be timing attack centered in, as I was saying, in the right hands of a high level pro. It can be very powerful.
Well, we've also got Dark Shine Symphonic, so that could be a pretty good counter, but the Reaper might see it. Oh, did it actually? Oh, it did not see it. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man.
No way.
Yep, that, of course, is crucial information. We'll see if Kelazhur just sort of reacts, I want to say safely, because he hasn't seen anything. So he's at a point now where he has to make some kind of a guess. What I mean by that is he has seen no tech at all, but he knows that there has to be tech. In other words, Highdra is not just going to be sitting on one gateway and a cybernetics core at the point that Reaper got in there. So we'll see how Kelazhur responds, or if he just marches ahead with this attack here, which it looks like he's going to do.
But at the same time, it's just going to be met with freaking Dark Templars. He is keeping some energy on the CCs, which is great. So you'll have 2 scans available. And I think with Combat Shield and Stim, that should be fine. Even got +1 attack. Dark Templar Blink? Shadow Stride.
So the attack is commencing on the Protoss side of the map, but on the other side of the map, the Warp Prism is already carrying a couple of Dark Templar into Kelazhur's main. One goes down right at the natural.
I have to say, that is a nice attack. The missile turret is trying to come up. It might actually do. The Warp Prism still has shields, but infantry is in the main, and even the shield battery can't keep up with that. And GG is called. Kelazhur already takes game 1. Wow. So, we are here on Romanticide and in the blue, playing as Protoss, going for DTs. This is Highdra, and we've gotten his color wrong again. No idea how that happened. On the other side, Symphonic, you wanna take this guy?
Yep, absolutely. So, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide, representing the Terran race, he is Kelazhur.
Probe not even getting to bully that SCV because he already pulls his, and that's not going to the. Wait, it's not for. I thought he was keeping his minerals for a CC, but no. Probe gonna be annoying. Might place a pylon.
Yeah, always a bit of an irritation there with the probe. I will say what I'm interested in seeing this time is what the players choose for their builds. The first game was, it was short, but it was kind of a blow for blow game. You had the DT showing up at the exact same time as the Stim combat shields timing, and it's when you win or lose a game like that, it's kind of hard to make any inferences about the player's style or where their weaknesses might be. It just the game was so short, and it certainly wasn't a build order win or loss, but it's really hard to derive any information to take into the next game. So I am interested to see what each player does here with respect to their builds. Looking like a very standard build here from Kelazhur so far, going with a factory, so no 3 racks timing.
But dude,
getting a second guess.
I just want to point at Highdra. He's looking like he's replaying a certain last game where he may have gone DT.
Yeah, you're right.
This is pretty much the same build order. I mean, if he puts down 2 gases in the next few moments, it is just the same build order. So surely Kelazhur is smelling something. Anyway, he's going for some Hellion stuff. Might be a Hellion drop. I mean, we'll see how many he makes. Widow Mines. Okay, it's a Widow Mine drop.
Yeah, and Kelazhur, really couldn't be playing much more standard here. And as you said, it's looking like it could be the same build. We should find that out momentarily.
Oh, it's not.
Okay, it's not. But you know what? I mean, that in and of itself could have been a little bit of a mind game from Highdra. Similar opening, but of course now instead of going into that Dark Shrine, he branches off into Blink and a couple of extra gateways. Could be one of those scenarios where if the Reaper goes in and sees the early setup, he thinks, okay, it's DTs again, when in fact it's not. But with that being said, this does end up being pretty darn standard from Highdra. He's even getting an observer from his Robo facility just to know what's going on. This is going to be a very standard game here.
Here's what I like about this actually. So the gas is a little bit delayed, but I don't think Kelazhur knows much about that. Actually, he has not been able to reveal that yet. So for all intents and purposes, seeing the main base as much as he did, which is not much, but it looks the same. So he'll have to get a good scout off, or maybe even spend a scan on that main. Blink is about to finish. We're gonna have a War Prism, and no doubt an observer is already. Yep, there it is. Gonna have tanks. Okay. You know what? This Kelazhur guy is pretty good.
Yes, he is. It does look like Hydra's going to go for a 3rd base here. So we're not going to see... Oh, Widow Mines get off a few shots there. Only 2, so...
Oh no, this is actually not great. Oh, Blink just about doesn't finish in time to be able to pick up the medivac. Are you kidding me? Anyway,
Yeah,
the drop wasn't that great. Like, we've seen some nice splits from Highdra, and... he didn't take more than 2 probes of damage, and only one of the Widow Mines remains in red. So can that thing even burrow? He's leaving Stalkers behind to defend against this. Marine's getting picked off in the middle. This is looking like a good Blink attack.
Yep, and Highdra has just positioned an observer to see that tank up on the high ground, so the Stalkers should be able to abuse that. Here comes a second tank, not in position yet. I think we're going to see a Blink into the main.
Ooh. That's a hard-hitting very first strike, but picking off the observer, the Raven strats paying off, man.
Yes, that's very nice. I am worried for Kelazhur though. He doesn't have stim or combat shields.
Oh, the
even
tank
started.
immediately picked up. Dude, there are no additional bunkers or anything like that. I don't think the Marines can even dive in the War Prism, as the Stalkers will just tear them to shreds. In fact, the War Prism is completely full health. Now the Stalkers are getting a little bit weaker, but at 23 SCVs killed, how can Kelazhur even come back as a third base behind this Symphonic?
Yeah, and wonderful micro there from Highdra too to keep a lot of those Stalkers alive.
Whoa.
GG is called. Highdra takes game number 2.
Well, that was sick. And did you see that blink micro? Oh my god.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Playing as Protoss in the blue color on Blackburn. Ah, I got the wrong intro again. I swear, it's because of the player priorities. I think they switch around.
Huh.
So I guess I'll introduce the Terran player. It's Kelazhur. I need to pay attention to this. I'm sorry.
No, that's quite right. Nothing you can do about that. We'll get it figured out though.
Yes.
His opponent coming off of a win in game 2 via a well-executed, crisp timing attack. He is Highdra.
He can't even make Hydras and he still wins. How is that possible?
You know what it is? And this is something I can attest to through experience. You know, like when you load up a game on ladder and you're not really paying attention, you just want to get into the next game. You just like read the name and that's it. And it's like Marine, and you're like, okay, I'm against Terran. Or in this case, Highdra. Okay, I'm against Zerg. That's exactly what it is. So like in 1 out of 100 games, he gets a free win because his opponent thinks he's playing against Zerg.
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that these guys know each other.
Yeah, it probably doesn't work too well in the tournament environment.
No. but in a ladder match where you have 2 seconds to prepare for that loading, you know, that can definitely catch you off guard. You forget to check what race they are. However, what Hydra lacks in Hydra is the map gives back. The map is love. The map is Hydra dissections in whatever these little lab thingies are. Where are they even? I only find the bots at the moment.
Ooh, wonderful job there by the Reaper. That's actually really nice for Kelazhur to find that probe. Probably assumed it was to set up a proxy. It is possible that he wanted just to send the probe back in as a scout, but I think it's more likely than not it was for a proxy.
Well, the build order is similar this time around, except there's 2 Reapers. What can you tell us about opening 2 Reaper Hellion? Is there anything special about this?
It just gives you a little more burst damage, a little more burst power against workers in particular. There is a shield battery up though, so we're gonna have to see how Kelazhur manages getting past that. He does get past, but I think he's gonna lose a Reaper. One more shot and it's gonna go down.
Well, took out the probe, got full intel pretty much. I mean,
yeah.
The only things missing are the gateways. He didn't see those. But I don't think he's panicking at the same time. Like, this is pretty much fine.
I do think he probably would have liked to get maybe a little more out of that. If not damage, I think he definitely would have liked to have gotten some more information. I would have to favor Hydra slightly out of that little early exchange, but nothing too significant so far.
Well, he certainly liked that blink last time around. Is this a pylon for the base? He could be taking the gold.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. And Hydra is going to get
Okay,
a
setting
full
up.
scout of everything with the hallucinated Phoenix. Wouldn't mind, don't do it. Don't do it! He did it. I thought he was actually going to get some friendly fire damage onto...
Oh, no, not that unlucky. But anyway, so the thing about the base there, I want to say, is this is quite exposed, and you know you can just drop on the other side and still reach the probes and then get out, something like that. But anyway, what Kelazhur is doing is really preparing for the same thing as he did last time, but maybe a little bit harder this time around because you know he doesn't want to lose to the same thing again. At the same time, oh, the Marine is just about going past that. But on the way back, as he loops around that corner, he will see all the stuff. Stalker is not going to stop it.
Okay, great job there by Kelazhur. He saw the pylon, did not see the base, and the Stalker was 2 shots away from killing him. Kelazhur corrected the path.
He did actually get the base.
Yeah, so he corrected after he was being attacked. He was about to die, and he sent it away toward the base just to verify.
Very good. We got +1 this time around for Protoss coming in, as well as a bunch of Zealots with charge. Those speedy boys gonna definitely help out here against tanks and stuff, so that's actually a really good choice in my opinion.
Definitely, yeah. Great choice there from Hydra. 3 games, 3 very different builds. Ooh, Hallucinated Phoenix once again is going to get off a wonderful scout.
Great scout.
Catches that Terran army coming across the map. Obviously, Kelazhur wants to target the mineral line of the gold base. Going to be intercepted here. I don't know about Hydra's army kind of got split. He is going to be able to blink away.
Did he do that on purpose, I wonder, for the Stalkers to be here and then... Oh, what? Nice pickup for the tank.
Couple of Stalkers going down. This is going to be extremely difficult, if not impossible, to defend.
Yeah, maybe if he recombines the army again, you know, that could be okay. Actually, the shield battery used up all the energy to buy the Nexus a little bit of time. And now that gets overcharged. Guardian shield coming in. Is that enough? Might be enough against Bio. I don't think it's enough against a tank.
I'll tell you what though, in the southern portion of the map, we have a double drop coming into the main too. I think this might be enough to really split Hydra's attention. This is going to be a very dangerous attack in the main now.
Oh, hell yes. There's nothing here to defend it. All the probes are going to be toast. Bases probably to follow. Tons of Stalkers and the Colossus, actually.
See if Kelazhur targets the pylon. Nope, he's just going to play it safe and get out. Probably a better move, but that is obviously very vulnerable. 1 pylon powering, what, 6 buildings there? There's a name for that pylon.
Wonder what that is.
Yeah, we'll never know.
Well, he did kill a base, Kelazhur did. He picked up a lot of units, he killed like 20 probes.
Yeah, very,
and the
very
income advantage
attack.
really shows. Usually Terran is not ahead in that, but this time around, very much so. And yeah, 18 probes actually.
Yep. So he's 5 workers ahead at the moment. 5 workers ahead, which is a fantastic place for Terran to be in CVP. He still has that double drop, just waiting to dive in. As soon as he sees the main army of Hydra, that will probably be the trigger for him to see if he can get some more damage done in the main. Scan goes down on the 3rd.
Oh, the medivacs tried to get him through the slow zone. Oh, they still pick up the pylon.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was fearful for on behalf of Hydra there. That's not insignificant. He was chrono boosting a Colossus, which is just crucial to defend this incoming attack. Kelazhur is going to get in position. What will the Raven do? Nothing so far. There it is, right there. That's what I was waiting for.
Armor missile hits almost everything except the Colossus. That's good enough. But nice disengage from Hydra, buying himself some time. But the supply don't lie. And Kelazhur just shoves it in.
Yeah, fantastic positioning here. constantly making Highdra choose between coming out and greeting the army or defending his third base, which is
Whoa.
absolutely necessary.
Did you see that Colossus pick up though? Totally dodged if I don't mind. Was great. Fight in the main continues.
Yeah.
Never ended, really.
Yeah.
Some nice trading, but the Colossus should put an end to that. That Widow might get a massive connection, though. We've seen a great split, but... okay. Actually, that was a pretty decent split. Multiple. Getting more kills with Widow Mines. That time, a lot of probes died. And there's another one in the third base! No split! 19 probes go down.
Yeah, this is starting to look really, really bad here for Highdra. He's almost being doubled in supply. That's going to be enough for him to tap out. Kelazhur takes it in game 3.
Great success.